Hi everyone, and welcome to a special Facebook Live tonight as I share with you guys a few of the new products that's going to be coming out in our upcoming Stampin' Up! Catalog. If you are watching live, please go ahead and say hi and let me know that you are here. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I mute my computer here, and then we will get started in just a couple of minutes. I've got some awesome new things to share with you guys, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. If you are watching on replay, go ahead and type in replay. But I'm also going to share with you some things I've made with these awesome new products. So hi Philomena, hi Penny, welcome ladies. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. You know, I got my hands on new product and I just could not wait to share it with all of you because I'm here to tell you that these new in colors that you are seeing right now, hi Susie and Denise. But yeah, these new in colors that you are seeing right now are some of my favorite in colors ever. I love all of them, and I'm going to tell you the names of them here in just a couple of minutes. Natalie is sitting across from me. Most of you know Natalie is my daughter. Those of you that are new, who might not know her, she's 15, and she helps me with my Facebook Lives a lot. And she's opening up these awesome bolts of ribbon so that you guys can see the beautiful colors of them as we speak here. And she's got, I think, them all done, maybe. Oh, one left. Okay. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. I see I have a good handful of you here with me. So my Facebook Live tonight is all about the new in colors, kind of like a sneak peek of the upcoming catalog. Those of you that have purchased from me, hi Marcia. Those of you that have purchased from me in the last year, if you're not a current demonstrator, you'll get a catalog in the mail. If you're wondering if you're on my list, just ask and I will be more than happy to look. And anybody who wants a catalog though, I would be happy to give you one. So let me know. You guys should start to receive those in your mailboxes in the next couple of weeks. And I'm here to tell you that you are going to fall in absolute love with everything in this new catalog. So the first thing I wanted to share with you was the new in colors. So Natalie has so graciously opened up every single one of these new in colors. And I'm hoping I had them memorized already. First of all, this ribbon is so pretty. It's like a what is it? It's like a polyester ribbon, but it's really nice. I think it's going to be really easy and fun to work with. So I haven't worked with this yet, but I cannot wait to work with this. So our 5 in colors are, the yellow is called Bumble Bee. This is actually Natalie's favorite when I asked her, which kind of surprised me because Natalie's more of a blue person, but she really liked the Bumble Bee. This blue one is called, I have to look it up myself, I get it wrong all the time, Misty Moonlight. So Misty Moonlight is very, very pretty. And you're going to see a card that I created with that in just a little bit here when I show you case a die for you. So you'll see that in a little bit. Of course, this is my favorite. Most of you guys knew that this was my favorite because it is pink. This is called Magenta Madness, I do believe. You guys, I had all these memorized and now I'm kind of drawing a blank. Magenta Madness. And then we have Just Jade. And then our final one is this pretty one right here, and it's called Cinnamon Cider, and I really like that. And so our in colors are traditionally just that. They're called in colors because they're on trend. And if you look in the stores, yeah, I know we can't go to stores right now, but if you look online, sorry, couldn't help but say that, you will see that these colors are very popular, very trendy right now. And that's the first thing I asked my girls who well, Claire's close to being a teenager this fall, is when these colors came out, I said, do you guys see these colors around? And they were like, oh yeah, this color is really popular with guys. Men's pants and suits, Natalie said. So, and of course, I've seen lots of this bright color of the pink. So anyway, these are our 5 new in colors. As you know, every year with the Stampin' Up! Retires 5 colors. So they got rid of Grapefruit Grove, Call Me Clover, Blueberry Bushel, Lovely Lipstick, and Pineapple Punch, okay? And as much as I love those colors, I love these even more. So anyway, I just wanted to share the new in colors with you guys and kind of let you be able to see them. Cannot wait to start creating more with these. I did a little bit already, and I'm going to show you guys. The first thing I want to share with you is how I use the Misty Moonlight with some new product. Look at this, you guys. Isn't this gorgeous? So what I want to share, I'm going to actually show you guys a couple of finished projects first, and then I will show you what the product is from the new catalog. So this is the stamp set is called, anyway, I want to wait for you guys to see these first because this is the first couple of things I've played with. Most of you know I love flowers. Flowers is all about me, right? I love flowers. This is called the Blossoms in Bloom stamp set. And it coordinates with some awesome dies. Now here's the neat thing. So on this card right here, the one with the brown and the yellow, this is So Saffron, and I used crumb cake and coordinated it with So Saffron, crumb cake, and soft suede. And the neat thing is you get coordinating dies, and in the dies, can you hand me the two big ones, Natalie? In the dies, you get two of these, and one is more of a solid one is more of a thinner frame. And what I did on this card right here is this one right here, this bigger one, I cut out with the soft suede. And then this one right here I did with the crumb cake, and I layered them on top of each other. And isn't that gorgeous? And then I stamped first. So there's a coordinating stamp in the stamp, and the neat thing is they layer right on top of each other. So I stamped this first with the So Saffron, and then when I cut these out, it literally layers right on top. You just got to kind of figure out where it goes, but it layers right on top of that. I'm not able to find it on the stamp set, but it layers right on. Can you guys see that? How beautiful that is? So this is using it with those dies, using both those dies. And then this one right here, I chose to incorporate the Misty Moonlight. And I actually made this in all of the in colors, so you can kind of see, and this is just on Very Vanilla. So here you can see it on the Misty Moonlight. You can see it on this one. I added a sentiment to. This one I used some of our scalloped lace ribbon that's going to be carrying over, and used some pearls on it, where this one I just did directly onto a card base and added some rhinestones. You can kind of see the two different looks that you get. And then here is the Just Jade. So this is kind of you guys being able to see these in action and actually being used on cards. My favorite, the Magenta Madness. And last but not least, the Bumble Bee. So that bundle, again, the stamp set is called Blossoms in Bloom, and I love it. And then you also, in the dies, it also has dies that coordinate with these little flowers as well. So I can't wait to keep creating more with that. And I'm here to tell you that cutting these out, I know sometimes when you cut out the intricate dies, they can kind of be a pain in the neck. These came out actually pretty easily, and I was able to just kind of tap it and all the little pieces fell out, except for some of the real little ones. But with the paper piercer, I was able to get those out really quick. So anyway, that is the first bundle that I wanted to share with you, and also share with you guys the in colors so you can actually see them in use. So I wish I had more time. I do have a few more cards to share with you, but I wish I had even more time to play. I always say that full-time job of mine gets in the way, and that's exactly what has happened. The next stamp set and dies that I want to share with you, I had to move all of my used stamps off the case because I am guilty of not cleaning them and keeping them out while I'm using them. And I don't think you guys want to see all of these dirty stamps because I did design some cards with this one. This is called Beautiful World, and there are some dies that coordinate with it. What now?
It's a little green.
Oh. There are dies that coordinate with this, also some paper and ribbon, and you are going to see how awesome these dies are. I'm going to also give you guys a little tip if you would decide to purchase the Beautiful World and the coordinating dies. So you get two actual die cutouts that cut out, you know, the world and like the atlas. This is your little stand for it, and then you just kind of put this on here like that. You're going to see a card here in just a minute where I actually did this. And the neat thing is it also provides a solid circle for you to layer this onto. But I'm here to tell you that, let me bring in a card that I created. So this is a card that I created, and I'll show you that designer series paper in a minute. So I incorporated some of that cinnamon, oh my gosh, cinnamon cider, I think it is. I got to get used to saying these names, you guys. But I incorporated the cinnamon cider, and I used the 2-inch circle punch, and it layered behind that perfectly. So if you were ever wanting to make this card in a, you know, like a lot of times and not want to have to run this die through the Big Shot or through your embossed die cutting machine over and over again, 2-inch circle punch does an amazing job as well. So just a little tip and trick there. But I love how this card turned out, and you can see that that paper has a little bit of like a brass look to it. And I'm going to actually show you guys all of the paper. The only problem is that they also had brass foil sheets that are coming out, kind of like our copper ones and our gold and our silver, but they were on back order when or they weren't in yet. Sorry, they're not back order. They were not available to purchase when I did my pre-order, and they are now available. I just haven't received them yet, so I went ahead and designed some cards without them, just because. I'm gonna push that down to Natalie. And then this ribbon right here is new as well. This is also part of the same suite of products, and this ribbon is Early Espresso, and it feels so velvety. I love this ribbon. It is so pretty. And I know you guys really can't probably see, but it's just got a really nice velvet touch to it. Really like it. So next I'm going to do is share with you guys some, you can just, Natalie, make a pile of all of this stuff, and then we'll do the next bundle. So I'm going to share with you guys the designer series paper that goes with this. Thanks, you guys. I'm glad that you like my cards so far. Like I said, I've wanted to make more, but I just, you're going to see probably 4 or 5 more, but it's all with the same product suite. So most of you know that I do my classes in my kits to go, or my classes at my house, where I focus on a specific bundle. And so that's what I've done. I worked with this entire bundle, and I have 5 cards created that will probably be a class I'll be offering in what's next month? June. Okay, so this is the first piece of paper. You can see it's got that brass look to it. On the back side, it's just got Mossy Meadow. This is Mossy Meadow green. And then you have this really pretty blue one, and wait till you guys see the card that I created with this one. I think it is so crisp and clean. I think you guys are really gonna like it. It actually turned out to be one of my favorite from the 5 that I've created with this suite. On the back side, you have a really, I kind of call this grunge. It looks like just grunge with the crumb cake and the Early Espresso. So the colors that are in this product suite are the new blue, the new Misty Moonlight. You have Bumble Bee, and then there is black, I think, crumb cake, Mossy Meadow, and Early Espresso. So you have lots of options here for great masculine cards. Marsha's asking if the globe is raised. Yes. So I actually glued the stand directly down, and then I raised up the globe piece. I glued the 2 together and raised it up with dimensionals. So yes, I absolutely did. And then the next piece, so you're seeing pieces of paper that are cut because obviously I designed with these. This looks like, so in the stamp set, and I did create a card with it, you'll see it here in just a moment. You also have the little, oh gosh, what is this called, Natalie?
Quill and ink.
The quill and ink. Okay, I couldn't think of the name. It's got a little quill and ink as well that goes with the stamp set. And so I usually, when I create, I always try to incorporate different parts of the stamp set in the different cards to give everyone kind of an idea of how you could use it. And so I did create a card with that, and I will actually bring that in next and let you guys see that. Natalie, there's an embossing folder up there too if you want to get it. This is the card that I created with the ink and well, and so I stamped it first, inked around the edges. Most of you who watched my Facebook Live last week, you saw me make kind of a vintage card by inking, and I did that again this week as well by inking around the edges of that. But it says life's a beautiful journey, and then in the inside you could put thank you for being part of mine. And I thought that was kind of a really awesome one. I'm actually thinking about making this card right here for my boss who's retiring. He'll be done on June 8th, and I thought adventure awaits, and I could write him a nice little note on the inside. That'd be a really good card to give him. And I'll show you a card here that I'm going to be giving to my new boss that I made as well. So you'll see that one here in just a moment. But this makes some really good masculine cards, and I really like how it looks. So anyway, that's the next card. I'm not sure if you can see here on this card that it's embossed. That's a new embossing folder coming out. And of course I don't have my catalog yet, and I don't have my pre-order sheet, but I think this die is called Old Map or World Map or Wrinkled Paper. I forget something about, but it's like a wrinkled paper look to make your card look like it's old and wrinkled and stuff. And I really like that one. So that is what I did on this base of this card. And then I did the exact same thing here. I just glued the base down, layered these two together. I once again used the 2-inch punch, and there you have a beautiful card. I added a piece of this little paper behind there to kind of break up the green, and yeah. And then I added, I found that the gilded gems that kind of go with, it goes with the Ornate Garden Suite that's right now it's on early release if you're interested in that. But I found that those went really nice on some of these cards. That's what I incorporated here on the bottom. So anyway, I really like that. This piece of paper, I'm going to tell you, when I first saw this one, what I really liked about this one was that the worlds are just so sparkly and shiny. And my first thing was, oh my gosh, I got to make a card, something about you mean the world to me or something. And then I looked at the stamp set, and they have one that says you make the world a better place. And I thought, perfect. So with that, I designed this card right here, and I incorporated in some of that awesome paper that you're seeing right here on the very bottom down here. I incorporated in, the ribbon that came with this is that really pretty, the Early Espresso ribbon, but I didn't think it went with my colors that I chose to use on this card. So I incorporated in some of the braided trim. This is going to be carrying over into our new catalog. So I incorporated some of that, did the world, that's one of the stamps. You can see it here on the stamp set. Added the sentiment. This punch is a 2-inch punch, layered it with the 2 1/4-inch punch. And then this one I glued directly onto my card, and this one I raised up. And you can see here that I also used that embossing folder here on the back of this as well. And a couple of those little gilded gold gems to top off that card. Isn't that awesome? Love that one. Okay, so that is that piece of paper. And then what you are seeing here is, well, this is the paper that I used to make the very first, oh, I didn't show the other side. Thank you, Natalie. On the other side of this one, you just have some of the green and white compasses, that's the word. I'm so glad Natalie's here tonight because I'm kind of forgetting what things are called. And so this is what I used right here. What for this card was this one right here. And I love that. So this one has like the world, and you can actually read some of the different places. Here's Paris, and then on the other side, it's just this Bumble Bee colored, like a grid paper look. So I kind of like that too. But usually when I'm designing, if I use the piece of paper for a specific card, I don't use the back side because then I have to buy more paper, and I tried to be really good at using up what I have. So this right here is the next piece of paper, and again, I really like that one. It's got your crumb cake and your white. On the back, you have like a compass as well. This is with your cinnamon cider color. Yes, she is a great assistant, Philomena. I totally agree with you. She's doing great. And this is good for her because she's my quiet, shy child. So this is really good for her. This is the card that I created with this paper. And I actually used 2 different papers on this. I also used, I showed you the back of that one. I also used this pretty black and gold brass colored grid paper here on the bottom. And it just says Adventure Awaits. So that I think is very nice as well. And that you just get some of the, like the green grunge. Okay, and then this one you guys already saw. Oh, but I didn't show you the back of this one. So this is like a great big compass as well. And this was the one that I used on this card right here for the background. But I just forgot to share with you guys the awesome paper on the back. So yeah, very nice. And then my final, the final piece of paper is this right here. And this, I think, just looks so crisp and so nice. This is the card that I created to give my boss. So I'm not sure if I mentioned to you guys that Monday my new boss starts, but my old boss, who I've worked with for 15 years, is not officially done working until, well, he's done working June 30th, but he's officially done at the university on the 8th of June and taken vacation for the rest of the time. But this is the crisp, I think, so pretty card that I created for my new boss, I should say. So my old boss is getting the Adventure Awaits. And Monday, I'm actually going into work for a little while wearing a mask and taking every precaution I can, but to kind of have a farewell with my old boss and a meet and greet with my new one. So they're each going to be getting a card. This is what they're going to be getting. So this is the one I made to give to my new boss. It says, congratulations on this new beginning. I think it's a very fitting card to give him. And I love how crisp and clean this card looks. So on this card for the layering, the white piece is actually the cutout that comes with those dies that I showed you. And then I cut out the 2-inch with the Misty Moonlight cardstock and basic gray, and added some of our Whisper White ribbon there. And I think he'll like it. So I did meet my boss when we interviewed him back in March before all of the stay-at-home stuff started. And him and I've emailed a few times, but I just thought I would like to, card making is what we do, right? So why not get these cards in the hands of people that might appreciate them? So I'm going to welcome him officially to the office, and I think it's going to be hard to, work with someone when you are working remotely. So I'll be there Monday, and I'm not sure after that if I'll go back to working from home or how that's going to work. But anyway, I'm glad you guys like my cards. Thank you guys so very much. Like I said, this will be a class offering that I will be offering in June. Those are the 5 cards. But again, this is what I've had time to play with so far. I just got my order on Thursday or Friday of last week. So that was my fun this last weekend. So that is the one product suite that I've had the most time to play with. Those in my in colors. I am going to share with you guys a couple more product suites. And bear with me because I have not worked with any of this yet. And I'm going to hand it to Natalie so that she can hand it to me. Actually, honey, you might need to come over here and grab it.
Yeah, on my way.
I'll start with the stamp set and the embossing folders. Now, like I said, these are not going to be opened because I haven't played with them yet, but Natalie's going to open them as we go. It is called the Forever Fern. And this stamp set is the cling. Yes, I do, please, sweetie. And then there are dies that coordinate with it that I had not even opened yet. So I figured some of this we will open together and look at together. And I do that on purpose because the paper, though, I peek at. I'm bad. I had to peek at the paper. But these are the coordinating dies that go with it. So lots of greenery. Oh, how pretty. That's going to be a really pretty one. So that's what it looks like. And it's called Forever Fern. The dies are called Forever Flourishing. And I'm going to share with you next the Designer Series paper that is part of this suite. Oh, I love it, Marcia. She already wants to take that class. You got it. I will write you down. So this is the Designer Series paper that coordinates with it. I'm going to take it all out if you can put it back in one piece at a time. Okay. So you have this one right here. I think it goes this way. And then the back side is some stripes. Now the colors in this paper is Garden Green, Just Jade, Pear Pizzazz, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, Soft Seafoam, and Whisper White. So you get a lot of greens in this. So if green is your thing, you are going to want this. The next piece of paper is this one right here. Lots of pretty ferns. And then that one on the back. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. And then we have this one right here. Natalie likes this as she whispers. And on the back you have that. This is her first time seeing some of this stuff right now as she's down here helping me. So, ooh, that one's very pretty. So I'm sure you guys will be seeing me showcase this product suite on a Facebook Live or something once I have time to play with it. But wait till you see the gold. I know there's some gold foil sheets that coordinate with this suite that really make this come to life. I've seen a couple of demonstrators post some things, and yeah, I think it's going to be a big hit, the paper I'm going to show you next. So then you have that one and that one. And I think that's all of the patterns. So again, it's a 12 by 12 and you get 6 different designs, 2 of each one, and they're all double-sided. So that is the designer series paper that coordinates with that bundle. And what I'm going to share with you next is the Forever Gold Specialty Designer Series paper. And I'm going to be really careful with this because I don't want it to tangle. But I did peek at this. There we go. So let me make sure I bring up the tissue paper. You guys, I really miss my nails. I'm telling you, I'm struggling. But these things punch right out of here. I'm going to actually punch one out. So, and they punch out of here really easy. You can see I'm pulling that and it's coming right out. But then that would coordinate on some of your greetings that come with the stamp set, and you can incorporate your paper. And then you also have, where are those gold rings at, sweetie? And I'm curious, I cannot wait to sit down and brainstorm these, because you also get, it also has these gold hoop embellishments. So I'm assuming like you could do a gold hoop on these, ooh, look at this one. So I cut that one out. Can you guys see this one right here and the pretty detail of that? So pretty. And then you have a wreath, and then you have this one that will probably coordinate with this ring on it right here. Like I said, I haven't had time to really play with this at all yet, but I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. So, and this is again called the gold foil. Oh, what is it called? I don't know where I put the paper at. What is it called?
Forever Gold Specialty Designer.
Forever Gold Specialty Designer Series paper. Oh, and these hoops are pretty sturdy. I can't bend them either. So those are the gold hoops that coordinate with that. And then there's also a ribbon pack that coordinates with this. It is this really pretty, these 2 packs come together. Ooh, this kind of reminds me of, this is called the Forever Greenery Trim Combo Pack. And the feel of this kind of resembles Ace bandage wrap is what it kind of reminds. Don't you think so, Natalie? The texture of it kind of looks like Ace bandage, but it's a little bit smaller. And then you also get this gold, like baker's twine. So, and I have to see if I can make a bow with it, because that's my telltale, if it's easy to work with to make a bow. And yep, it sure is going to be. So that's going to be kind of cool to work with. Sometimes when they have the foil effect to it, it's really hard to make a bow, but that's going to be easy to do. So yeah, I cannot wait. So that is that product suite. And then I have one more that I'm going to share with you. And this one I know is Natalie's favorite. Now the designer series paper is not here yet because it was also one of those items. Why don't you hand me the one your favorite first, and then go ahead and get this out of the plastic. So this is kind of like a double bundle suite where you can have 2 different bundles, and but it coordinates with one pack of designer series paper. And I'll take that first. And this is the bundle right here. It's called, the first one, it's called Jar of Love, and you have a punch to punch out the jars. Isn't that cool? But even better than having a punch to punch out the jars, what about having little shaker jars to make shaker cards? Isn't it so cool? And then they have coordinating this is called the Flowers for Every Season gems. So you have these awesome gems to put in your shaker card to make it look like it is the base or the bottom of your jar. Isn't that just awesome? Can you guys see the sparkle on that? So I cannot wait to play with this one. And the reason I probably would have started with this one, to be honest with you, but I didn't because I didn't have the designer series paper, and my next favorite was the world one. So that's kind of why I chose that. So we're only allowed to get select bundles from the catalog. And unfortunately I have to pick and choose because I won't let myself buy them all on the pre-order. But I did have to get, some of the ones that I thought were totally my favorites. Okay, so this one's called the Jar of Flowers, and it's going to coordinate with another bundle that is called, and if you like sunflowers, you're going to love this one. It's called Celebrate Sunflowers. I cannot wait to play with this one. And this one's got some coordinating dies. While Natalie opens the dies, I'll share with you the ribbon pack. So this is a 3 ribbon combo pack. You have some really pretty white ribbon here. And then you have, this one is just gorgeous. I think this one is kind of like the new like jade green color, and that is like a gingham print, so pretty. And then it also has like this white and Misty. I need to quit calling it Misty. It's Misty Moonlight. Oh my gosh, I have 2 years. I better get it right. That color is just coming out. And this is a twine that's got white and that pretty blue in there, and some of the little flecks of silver. So this is comes together as a combo unit, and it is called the Flowers for Every Season Ribbon Combo Pack. So I love that. So Natalie has the dies open for this beautiful sunflower bundle. And look at this. So I know that a lot of you saw the picture that I posted with some cards made using this bundle. So you, again, could do your stamping similar to that very first bundle that I showed you with the flowers. You could stamp with your sunflower and then do an overlay on top of it to make it really pop. There's also a solid framelit for you to be able to cut this out, and then you have your little ones for doing the little ones here in the leaves as well. So oh, and your center, so you could even pop up your center if you wanted to. That's going to be a lot of fun. Now I don't have the designer series paper here, but what I did buy to be able to showcase for you guys, I bought the Memories and More card pack that coordinates with this suite, so you could kind of see and this is going to be given to Natalie because this is her favorite bundle. But I bought the Memories and More card pack so that I could showcase this for you guys, and you could see the pretty colors that's in this designer series paper that goes with this two-pack bundle here. So let me get these out and show you guys. Natalie's already claimed ownership of this, but look at how pretty these colors are. So let me push those out of the way and we'll come back to these. There's some sunflowers, also some pretty sunflowers. Here you can cut these apart to do different things if you wanted to. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, for journaling. So this will just kind of give you an idea. The designer series paper will look identical to this. But like I said, I bought this so that you guys could kind of get an idea of how pretty this suite really is. It is going to be pretty. Now this suite incorporates every single one of our new in colors, every single one of them. And that's why I think I love our in colors so much, is that they coordinate so well together. There's 3 of them right there: the Bumble Bee, the Magenta Madness, and the Just Jade, all in one little card. And then the big ones I think are going to look kind of similar. So if you guys aren't familiar with Memories and More, Memories and More is kind of a twofold purpose. You can use these to make cards, and there are card bases that you can buy that coordinate with this as well. I have them, I just didn't pull them out of my box. But you can use these to make instant cards, or you can use them for scrapbooking if you do the Memories and More scrapbooking, which is similar to the old style Project Life, which is what Natalie does with some of her scrapbooks. So that is why she's claiming this, I can tell you that right now. And the other thing that I like is that you can also cut, let's say most of your pockets for the Memories and More, they're either 4x6 or 4x3, which is why you get these 2 sizes. But you could always cut, like she could always cut this off and make it this 4x6 or 4x3 very easily. So anyway, again, this was mainly bought for you guys to kind of get an idea. Oh, and then you get stickers. Here you got, ooh, pretty stickers for putting in her Memories and More book. Or you could use these stickers to put directly onto cards. But anyway, I just wanted to have you guys get an idea of what the paper looks like. And when it comes, I know you guys will be seeing me design a class around this because this also screams my name as well. Ooh, and some more little flowers and things. But like I said, I purchased this to show you guys the colors, knowing that it would get put to use by Natalie. So this is what her prize is tonight, and what her payment is for helping me as she's sitting here clapping her hands that I'm letting her have this. So anyway, I really, really like that. So that is kind of what I had to share with you guys tonight. There's a couple more product bundle suites that we got, but I got to keep some of it for later. I can't show you guys everything right away. So I'm just going to, again, give you a kind of a quick sneak peek at some of the projects that I have had a chance to make with my new product. And I'm going to bring in, so I played with that one, and then I'm going to bring in these other cards that I shared as well. And like I said, this will definitely be a class that I'll be offering in June, a really good masculine card class, I think. And a little sneak peek of that bundle. So anyway, thank you everyone so very much for joining me tonight. Like I said, I wish I would have had more time to play with that Forever Fern. That was my goal, was to have at least a couple samples of everything to share with you guys, but I ran out of time. So I hope you appreciated what I was able to get done and accomplished. And I thank you guys so very much for joining me on a non-Thursday evening. And I hope you come back to watch me tomorrow night as I will showcase some projects that I created using the By the Dock bundle. So thanks everyone, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And again, be looking for those catalogs to come in the next couple weeks. Bye everyone, and have a great night.